Welcome to high intensity interval training. Today I'm going to take you through a snapshot of what this workout will entail. Essentially, high intensity interval training is going as intense as you can during that work period, getting a little bit of rest, and then doing an additional exercise, so on and so forth, to get that heart rate up, drop it down slightly, back up. So you want to get that high intensity exercise. So the way that the format works for today is we are going to come back to step-ups, and we're going to alternate a different exercise in between. So for example, it's going to be a step up, a break, a different exercise, a break, back to step ups, a break, a different exercise, a break, back to step ups, and so on. So for step ups, the way you want to set up here is you have your step. Now if you don't have a box yet, you can use the first step in your staircase. I would recommend not doing a higher up stair because obviously the staircase moves this direction. So we want to make sure that you're doing this safely because we are going to add speed to it over time. So just utilize that first step. You're just going to need to go a little bit faster if you don't have quite as high of a step, and then you can invest in something a little bit taller down the road. So with step ups, you can do this body weight, or you can add some resistance. I'm going to show you with the resistance just so you can see what that looks like. On the step ups, there's a lot of ways you can do this. We're stepping up, just for example, with my right foot first. I'm going to push through my heel to stand up. Now I'm actually going to step back down with my right foot and then my left. Now I'm going to alternate, step up with my left and step down with my left first. Now you can do the same leg multiple times in a row if that's easier for your brain, or like I just showed you, you can alternate that first leg each and every time. Once you get into a groove, again, you're working faster within safety reasons. So that's exercise step ups. Then we're going to mix in some skater jumps. Now to begin, you can do a simple step, touch, getting into that squat a little bit. And as you advance, you can add the explosive jump factor into those skaters. Then you would go back to step ups. Then we have a kettlebell swing. So you're going to use a kettlebell. You don't need a ton of weight here, but as you progress, you can add resistance to it. To set up for that kettlebell swing, you want that kettlebell just a couple of steps in front of you. Feet are just slightly wider than your hips. You're going to hinge those hips backwards, grab your kettlebell. That kettlebell is going to hit you in the booty, and then you're pushing your hips forward to create that swing. Okay, and again, over time, you can go faster and add more resistance. Then you'd go back to step ups. Then we're gonna go into mountain climbers. Now mountain climbers, you can absolutely do from the ground, but if you do have that first step in your staircase, maybe you have a little bench, maybe you have a box, for example, you can do it from the box as well. So elevating those hands, gonna take a little pressure off your core, gonna take a little pressure off your body, make it a little less intense from an incline standpoint, but you're still gonna get a heck of a lot out of it for your cardiovascular system as well as your core. So pushing into that box or step or the ground, we're bringing alternating knees up to your chest for that mountain climber. Then you'll go back to step ups, and then that last exercise in this high intensity interval training is going to be squat jumps. Again, you can perform these a variety of different ways. We can start with just a reach or a heel elevation. So we're going from your squat to a reach, maybe elevating those heels, maybe it's just a reach. And then as you progress, you can actually get off the ground and also speed up that squat jump. So that's gonna be the exercises for this particular high intensity interval training, and we will utilize the same format, just change up the intensity and the time down the road.